A client has come to me recently and she asked me if I could help her to not like sugar anymore, and lollies specifically. And I said to her, like, there is a way in NLP where I can just make that change in her mind. And I was thinking to myself, sometimes there is a much deeper root under these addictive behaviors that I find with clients. And what the mind loves to do is loves to do these shortcuts, to have a deep emotional need to get it done within arm's reach. For example, someone would not go meditating for an hour, but possibly reach for some substance to satisfy that need. That's the shortcut. And as I was talking to her, I realized that she already had previous behaviors in the chain. So first she started with alcohol, and later she used smoking basically for the same need, to satisfy that need. And now she was in a stage of lollies, which is, I think it's much better than the previous ones. But I realized if I just work through on this as she asked me to do, the mind will just apply another band-aid solution, another behavior which will possibly be another detrimental one, and we just keep going on round and round and round. So I decided to actually find the root cause and release this forever. And I only had 43 minutes, that was the tricky part. It was the middle of a busy day for me. And I said to her, let's have a look at this. If you're ready, then I'll just ask a few questions. And I really challenged myself to release this. I only told her that, well, let's discover where it is coming from, and maybe next time we will release it. But my challenge to myself was to just drop it forever. So when we started to dive into her subconscious mind, then the mind was kind of ready to give all the answers that she needed and the learnings. And of course we found a very tragic and traumatic event at age 3 or 4. And to that very negative emotion, she had a limited belief or limited decision attached. And that decision was actually to do with self-sabotage and slowly take herself out of life. So these substances were actually used to slowly take herself out of the game. And in the process, we could just drop the emotion that she released, and she dropped the decision as well. And as we checked on this around minute 35, we have realized that the pattern has dropped away from her life. Now, this was a lifelong pattern. Can you imagine the value of this less than 40-minute session in her life about her health, her progress in life, other areas of life, when life force is not stuck in these addictive behaviors, when she will use more creativity, she will have more access to her own energy, health, immune system, all of those things. Well, this was my story for today. And if you know someone who needs a supercharged turbo rapid change, then you know who is the person to contact. It may not be this fast, but we're gonna get to it and release it. Have a nice day.